Very slam poetry style. Lexi, why don't you come up here and do your thing?
How we doing tonight? Awesome. I'm gonna teach you a little bit of poetry etiquette, if that's okay. Even if you have a drink in your hand, you can use one to hold the drink, but you can snap with one hand. Can you snap it up with me? Awesome. So as we know, we are here specifically for Connie. Can we give it up for Connie? These pieces are about resiliency, about resilience. Okay, snap it up for that. See, we're practicing. But this first piece is about the power of our words. I came to do one, but I have two because I've had so many conversations. If you've taken a look at your shirt, there's words written, hidden within the art. And when I was reading that, I felt really inspired because I was told by some of the team that it communicates some of the battle, right? Can we snap it up? Have you ever battled different things in your mind? Yeah? Okay, so I hope this piece relates with you. This piece is called The Power of the Tongue. The power of life and death is not in our minds, it's in our tongue. What we say is what we believe, and what we believe is what we see, and we cannot be anything different than thee if we sit in silence and allow a spree of dreams to become a fleeting thing. Triggers become blind spots. Suppression becomes a mindset. Obsession becomes a time lapse. Speaking your truth, using your voice as the best outlet. But with fear and lack of ability to speak freely, you stifle your own dreams and choose to walk discreetly, but discreetly is not you completely. You are not needy when you dream deeply. Creativity, God made you free thinking. It won't come easily or come packaged neatly, but if you speak it, you can achieve it. And if your mind is racing with thoughts, let it have a track on this earth. Breathe in, excrete it, sit in peace and redeem it. We are fighting generational patterns. Fighting lies spoken over us, fighting the enemy's plan against us, but I believe there's a God that goes before us, fighting depression, perfection, and everything in between, but the truth cannot be found if carrying inside a bad seed, because triggers become blind spots. Suppression becomes a mindset. Obsession becomes a time lapse. Speaking your truth, using your voice as the best outlet. That square-shaped hole that they placed you in, you were built for so much more. A peg that won't be fitted. You do not fit in because there's a story inside of you. Your voice matters. That's why voices are fighting you. Emotions can be a sidekick. Speaking can change mindsets. Sharing can help the time pass. Using your voice is a tool, a powerful outlet. The power of life and death is not in our minds, it's in our tongue. Thank you. Yeah, that piece is definitely for Connie. This next piece is also for you. I got to tailor some of it to really speak to the battle. This piece is called Life is a Boxing Match. Can we snap it up? Can you relate with that? Especially with the last few years. I feel like we all can relate with that. Life is a boxing match. I'll just let you interpret it the way that it fits you. Life is a boxing match. Taking the hits of emotional attacks, hoping to win the fight even when you don't want to fight back. Many people are walking around with bruises and 0 champion belts. Afraid to get in the ring, afraid to be hurt again. But I have news for you, my friend. This fight is a fixed fight, and you were built to win. You see, there's this thing you have. It's called an unfair advantage. It's called God's left-hand woman, and you sit at his hand. But the only way you can be taller, sit smarter, is to stay in the ring, boxing and fighting for what you believe, breathing and caring for, resting in peace, all while still being in the ring. Gloves stay on, wrapped securely fastened, perspiration, sweat dripping down your back in, seeking inspiration when you feel backed in. Life is a boxing match. But like I said before, many people walk around bruised without a champion belt, hoping to have victory through the door. But the truth is, victory is already in the room. It came in just before you. As you step foot into that red wrap box, God's your coach. He steps in. It's a weird paradox. But again, this fight is fixed and you were built to win. The key is staying until the very end, not giving up, not turning back, even if you feel like quitting, coach has your back. In the end, it is written and you were meant to win it, but you must pay attention to coach's direction and stay committed. All the people sitting outside that box spring, they quit before the bell had ring because they were on the left wing, knocked down, thirsting for a wellspring. But all they had to do was wait to take that swing, just as coach gives the right timing. Sometimes as fighters, I think we are impatient. We do things our way, then get angry when we don't make it, but listening to coach's timing is half of the battle, because he sees all angles and knows when it's time to tackle. So to all my friends who are bruised without a champion belt, get back in the ring, stay in the fight and see if you can finally fight and win and be that king or queen. But remember, don't quit until the bell finally rings. Thank you. That's to you, Connie. Thank you for staying in the fight. We love you.